Bitch, I'ma give you this weight. Hold up, give you this weight. Hold up, I'ma give you this weight. I'ma give you this weight. Bitch, this weight. My bitch is weight. Hold up, I'ma give you this weight. This weight. I'ma give.
Hi CSL gang, it's your girl Cinti. I'm back with another video, and as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be in my depression video. You digs? And if you're new, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you can be notified every time I post a video. And if you like this video, after the video, you know you can like. And I'm putting a little disclaimer right here. And before this starts, I just want to let everybody know that I hope this makes sense. Number one. Number two, this is not a joke or a game. And this is, people really be going through stuff. Some people might not believe in depression, or not believe in suicidal thoughts, or not believe in voices in your head, but that stuff is real. Like, welcome to reality, boo. I just wanted to put that before I even make my video, because I don't. And if you ain't got nothing nice to say in the comments, don't say it at all. Don't worry nobody, because it might happen to you one day. You might need somebody to talk to, and then you gotta remember that what you said. Let's get into this video. Going through my depression, and yes, my edges is not done. My hair's a mess, and I did try to get this lightning though, because I don't know why I'm trying to be cute, because I'm probably gonna be crying. Where do I start? This like happened in this started in middle school, I think, like in 8th grade, and like the first time I did it, I think it was because like bullying and stuff. There was a lot of stupid stuff, and I was too young, I guess. I couldn't handle it. But the first time, yeah, I did it, and I think I did 4 today, and I was like, I showed my dad. I remember me showing him, and he was like, why did you do that? That's not funny, da 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 da. And I was just like, I don't know, because you know, like, you know that feeling when you like want to tell somebody something, but you know, as soon as they ask you what's wrong or why or this and that, you want to just burst out in tears. Like, you can't even explain yourself. Like, no words will come out because you just. So I was like, I don't know. And then, like, me and my dad had a little talk. But I guess, like, my big depression, because I was a little young and, like, I really didn't have a reason. And I, like, now that I look back at it, and I said, I don't know, and I actually showed him. It's kind of like me was doing it for attention or something. So, yeah, these scars, yeah, these are recent, and I'm going to get into that, too. So I was just telling y'all that first time, but I don't know. It's just like I used to always go through these little moments, like where, like if my mom would get on me or something, I'll be like, oh my God, it's in the world, everybody hates me, this and that. Or like I never actually feel like I fit in anything. So like that kind of like was like I always felt like it was me against the world. Always, I always felt like that. It was always me against the world, and I feel like that nobody really understood me. That's probably why nobody really liked me. But then again, I was like. But like nobody really had to actually came to me as a person to figure it out, because they believed somebody else. So I guess my self-esteem was really low, and like that really hurt me. So like I went through that. That was and then like my dad had went to jail, and like that really hurt, because like me and my dad's really closer to my mom. So like when he left, I was like, dang. And it's not his first time, but like it still hits. The feeling ain't gonna be the same. Like it's a different feeling every time. And like some people just like, well, you should just get used to it. No, like I'm not gonna get used. You can't get used to somebody being out your life that you like really, really. Oh my God, I'm gonna start crying. You can get used to that, because like that really hurts like a lot. Like some people think I'm like over exaggerating. Oh, and yeah, that made me feel like, I feel like he left me, like, even though that's not what like he did, but that's what I felt like. I was just really sad. But then I had to like, I wanted to feel like I don't know how to explain, like but you know, he couldn't be there. So boys, because I guess I wanted the same feeling from my dad missing. Like I was still, I literally would cry like every day, like, and I didn't have a reason. Like I would just start crying, and like I didn't really know why. Seemed like I just said, like in the beginning, like it was me against the world. Like I always felt that way. Little backstory or whatever, but how the day I actually did these, honestly, y'all, like I did this more than once, just like really bad. I swear to God on my soul, I'm not doing it again. Like I'm a happier person and everything. Like I'm different. But honestly, it's just like my self-esteem was like so low. Like I just always thought that something was wrong, or something was wrong with me as a person. Like, I never felt like I was good enough for nobody or anything. So, like, I would just wake up like that. Like, so my brain was on. So, ice again. And then, like, I used to think, like, I used to always laugh it off because I didn't want to cry in front of nobody, because you're not supposed to let nobody see you cry. I mean, it's okay to cry, but I don't like nobody seeing me cry, because I don't know, like, I always feel like nobody was there for me, but then, like, I wouldn't want nobody to be there for me. Like, I didn't want nobody to be like, hey, what's wrong? Because, like, I don't know. And then let's get on to the recent ones, which is basically what this is about. So I was in the bathroom, and I don't remember. I was in the bathroom, and I was just sitting there. Like, I was in the toilet for, like, not naked or nothing. I was just sitting in the toilet with someone to sit down. But I was just sitting there, and for like 10 minutes, and I was just like, to a point where I was just like, why am I even here? Like, I'm always causing trouble with my mom. I'm always making her upset. I'm always losing friends. Nobody never likes me. And I used to really, I used to think I was the ugliest person. Like, I really woke up and looked in the mirror and did not love myself. So, like, I was just sitting there thinking about all these things, and I was just like, well, my dad left, so, like, he might, like, I used to think it was my fault, going through my head then and there, and I was just like, maybe I should just, like, end it. Like, I used to think about, like, maybe I should just, there was a sink right there, like, maybe I should just bang my head on the sink or something, you know? And then, like, and I was sitting there like this, and oh my God, don't cry, shut up. I was sitting there like this, and then, like, do it, like, you not worth it anyway, you don't need to be on the search, nobody's gonna miss you, like, I'm not perfect, I'm not likable, I'm not none of that, like, nobody likes me. If I'm gone, it'll be better if I'm gone than be here and depressed every day. Like, that's really how I felt. So I did one. And when I tell y'all, like, while I'm doing this, I didn't feel no pain. Like, it was just, I got through 8 minutes without burping, and then the burp wants to go. I don't know, like, it hurt afterwards, but it was like I couldn't feel nothing. So, like, yeah, I did one, and it was just, like, these voices in my head. And, like, I started crying. I was like, oh, my God. And then, like, more things started thinking. And then I used to think about my past. It always seemed like I was the one in the wrong. Even though, like, if I was, the way I took it was I'm always messing up something. Like, it'll be here. It'll be better. Everything will be good. But I did another one. I actually did I did 12 slits. I did 10 on my right hand, 3 on my left. And watching the blood go out, and I was just bawling my eyes out. Like, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't even care at the moment. I didn't even care that I had scars on my hand. I was just like, okay, I'm just ready to get this over with. I was just thinking about if I let the blood gush out, then maybe all my blood would just gush out, and that's it. Like, I was squeezing my arm and everything. Like, oh my God. It's like I said, came from my dad, and then, like, school, and then girls. Like, y'all females is weird. Like, y'all know, I'm mean too. But anyways, yeah, and then I heard a knock. It was a knock on the door. It was my sister. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And, you know, I already knew she knew I was crying, because, you know, when you cry, you have that different voice. And then I was just sitting there. Like I told y'all, like, just I was just sitting there, let the blood come out. I remember me waking up the next day, and, like, I was so freaking sore. I was so sore. And then I just, like, something snapped in my head and was like, what are you doing? Like, stop. And it was probably a sign from Jesus, I'm telling y'all, because something snapped in my head and it was like, stop. And, like, so I had to get myself together because I didn't want nobody to see me crying. Nobody see my scars until the next day. Nobody. Like, I hid it. So I was crying in the mirror. You know, I swiped all my tears off. I wanted to be perfect. I don't want nobody to see me cry. I'm Gucci. Nobody needs to know. Like, it was just me, myself, and I's problem. So the next day I woke up and I was sore. Like, I was really sore. Like, it was a lot of dried up blood and it was like this little stick. Like I had stitches, but I didn't get stitches. It was a lot of dried up blood, and I wore long sleeves to sleep, mind you. So when I went to sleep, the blood dried up with the long sleeve, if it makes sense. So like if I wanted to take it off, it will peel and bleed more. Cause like if I know it's really hard for me, like to take showers and everything, like that stuff really hurt. Like you don't feel the pain when you're doing it, but it really hurts afterwards, and then you just have to really think. And that was I'm telling y'all, I'm not doing that to myself no more. I'm straight, because I started going to church, and I really had to find myself and know that I am good. I'm not perfect, but I am valuable to this world, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be in it, and I wouldn't be put on it, because my time is obviously not yet, and I'm not trying to rush that. And that's what I had to come to realize. And like my scars and stuff, and I just like didn't say nothing, because I can't talk about it in person, because like y'all seen, I'll start crying. But that was just my little story. Like I just wanted to share that, because people out there who's going through something, like it's really okay. And if you feel like you're not good enough, then trust me, girl, you are, or boy, you are, because boys go through stuff too. People just think that females go through that. Okay, you straight. Like everything happens for a reason, though. Remember that. So whenever you feel like I don't know the words, you know what I'm saying. God put you here for a reason, and when your time is coming, you will go. Don't rush it, because you might even talk to somebody. I can talk to me in life, because then you got to think about your family, which I wasn't thinking about. You got to think about how much they gonna miss you, because oh my God, thinking about the short term, because at the end of the day, who are you really hurting? Like right then and there in that moment, my son, that is the marvelous idea in the universe. But you gotta really sit back and think about that, man. Like just remember, there's always other options than just do that. Because this video made sense. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you're not, then welcome back. And every detail in, and I hope I made as much sense as possible, because I'm really trying to, because I don't know how to use them big old fancy words. Excuse me. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not, you already know what to do. You dig? No. Period. Bye, CSL gang.